Kim Jong-un's sister, Kim Yo-jong, came up with a crazy idea. Kim Jong-un actually wanted to reform North Korea. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's biggest fear is that his people will find out the truth. In other words, he's scared that they will learn about South Korea, the Republic of Korea, and the rest of the world. That is because they have been brainwashed their entire lives and don't know anything else. That is why the South Korean government set up huge loud speakers near the border. So the borderline between South Korea and North Korea, South Korea towards the North Korea, the speaker was turned on very loudly. These speakers blast news about South Korea and the world to the North Korean soldiers. And of course, they play K-pop music too. People who escape from North Korea with permission from the South Korean government send balloons. So the people who escape from North Korea now realize the truth arriving in South Korea. So now they want the rest of the North Korean people to also realize the truth. So the escaped North Koreans, with the permission of the South Korean government, send balloons, literally huge balloons, carrying leaflets into North Korea. These leaflets tell the truth that the Kim family isn't special or is not even godlike, as they believe till now. They also explain how poor and miserable North Korea really is. Some even have drawings of Kim Jong-un as a pig, because in North Korea, mistreating his picture can get you executed. In order to make sure that actual people actually pick it up and read the leaflets, the balloons also carry thousands of US $1 bills, so that the people in North Korea will know if they see the balloon, they will also realize that, oh, actually there are some money in it, so we shouldn't actually burn it up even before opening it. So we should at least open it to get the dollars. North Korea was furious about the loud speakers and the balloons. So they came up with a strange way to fight back. It was actually quite smart because they used their own loudspeakers to blast. Are you going to say the news about North Korea? No. They decided to send out some ghost sounds towards South Korea every night. So the South Korean people had a protest in front of the government building, begging the government to stop the balloon launches and the loudspeaker broadcasts. Please let us sleep at night. Stop sending balloons to North Korea. Stop using the loudspeakers so that North Korea will stop the eerie sounds. But the South Korean government didn't stop. They kept sending balloons and the speakers kept playing news and information about truth. And for the record, North Korea cannot actually attack South Korea by any means. If they did, even if they just shot just one shot towards South Korea, Kim Jong-un's government would be wiped out immediately. South Korea, for your information, is the world's 5th strongest military power. The top 5 strongest military powers in the world are United States, Russia, China, India, and 5th, South Korea. But then, Kim Jong-un's sister, Kim Yo-jong, came up with a crazy idea. Guess what? She came up with a crazy idea. You will be amazed to know Kim Yo-jong's choice. If South Korea could send balloons to North Korea, listen, then North Korea would send balloons to South Korea. And you will say, what is special with that decision? So you're going to put some North Korean money and put some North Korean propaganda leaflets and then send to South Korea? How smart. No, it was not like this. So North Korea, before sending their balloons, they even made an official announcement about it. So they kind of warned South Korea that maybe tomorrow we are gonna send the balloons. So South Koreans are always on guard, just like Israel, thought that these balloons might be very dangerous. The South Korean military even prepared for war since the North Korean government made an announcement that we are going to send the balloons in certain period of time. But when the first North Korean balloons burst over South Korea, guess what happened? The whole country, the whole South Korea, cracked up laughing. Literally, in the comment section about the news, like what was actually in it, people were making every kind of jokes they can possibly make about it. Every South Korean mentally surrendered to North Korea that day with a big smile. Why? Because the balloons weren't carrying bombs, no weapons. They were filled with poop. Literal human waste and trash. In the balloon war, South Korea lost. South Korea lost in the balloon war. Every day, South Korean soldiers had to go around cleaning up piles of filth, trash. South Korea had started the balloon war, they should admit it, but North Korea's poop balloons were on another level. If I give you some more details about North Korea's balloons, they were very big, huge. They even had GPS inside the balloons and even timers to make sure they exploded at just the right moment. Shooting them down wasn't an option. If South Korea fired at them, the bullets could fall on a North Korean village, North Korean territory, or a South Korean city. So even worse, shooting them would break the ceasefire agreement too. So that was maybe, of course, that was the biggest reason, but it is so funny, right? We cannot even shoot it because we know what's in it now. At this point, every South Korean had to admit it. South Korea had lost the balloon war. They had to admit it. After that, the South Korean government banned loudspeaker broadcasts at last. They also stopped sending their balloons with the $1 bill and everything. Kim Jong-un actually wanted to reform North Korea. The powerful elite in his government, North Korea, wouldn't let him to do so. That is why they killed his uncle, Kim Jong-un's uncle, Jang Song-taek, who had tried to push for change. So he was killed since they tried to change the country, reform the country. China also doesn't want North Korea to change. They want it to stay closed off and isolated forever. International politics is cold and ruthless. Power is everything. Just look at history. Civilizations, as we know, is barely 100 years old. Before that, the world was a slave of swords and power. Just like medieval Europe was controlled by Catholic Church, every country in history was once, at least once, dominated by religion. Justice doesn't win. Truth wins. Truth is power. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Francis Macron and Europe aren't helping youth. They are using it. Zelensky is being tricked and controlled by Europe. The death of young soldiers on the Ukrainian border must stop now. Russia didn't attack Ukraine first. Russia was provoked. This is KAHEVA. See you in the next video. God bless you.